I don't make promises that I can't keep. But I stand behind everything that I tell you. I'm not a buster, I'm not a mark, I'm not a bitch. I'm a soldier that stands on the front line of this shit. And like I said again, I ain't afraid of nothing.
Satan blood, a pagan voodoo Haitian. I'm Pappy Mason, forsaken in statements recorded by agents, surveillance in basements. Aiding and abetting for 8 months. Blade cuts, state funds, and uncivil engagements. Pay cuts, indicted assailants. Flagrant enslavement of the greatest minds and replaced them for entertainment. No one adjacent. They caged in monkeys to play with. Loading up gauges. Thoughts soaked in all the hatred. Leaving no traces. Abrasive faces covered in skis. Though plus degrees. Give me visions that my eyes cannot see. No Ponzi schemes, just hand-to-hand deals on the street. Alpo Martinez, most cats is AZ. No snitching though, this is scriptural, visual. Fiends residue, no residuals from rich jewels. Watch these felons move, synchronize. Gun blast faster than a blinking eye. No weakened mind, shoot whoever. They all peek inside. Have mercy on me. 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 Have mercy on my soul. Until my body turn cold. Have mercy on me. 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 Have mercy on my soul. Don't condone the role of control when on parole. Gun hold, fuck goals, sell coke in the cold. Coke on the stove, soul control. Hopes to get stole for platinum and gold. Overthrow those who oppose while foes overdose and comatose, broken alone. Pistol reload, my overcoat holding the foe. Niggas know around the globe we be spitting that dope. I've written the most elaborate schemes. Fathom how the cannon swing, street sweep off random dreams. Panic when the phantom speaks, just imagine me. Steroided, clairvoyant, spit poison. Disappointed, but your paranoia made me joyous. Build while they try to destroy us. We regal warriors on a voyage paranormal. African soil, enjoying plush African oils. Let the passion control you into your spoils. Don't give half to your lawyers. Have mercy on me. 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 Have mercy on my soul. Until my body turn cold. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me.
You were tuned into the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggindelly.com. Broadcasting live from Hotbox Studios, Northeast Los Angeles, 90042. This is another edition of This Is The Way Radio. As always, we got a special guest, and this one I'm actually really stoked about having. So I'm going to let the gentleman introduce himself. Who we got in studio?
Yo, Supreme Cerebral, a.k.a. Bugsy Nino. You already know what it is. Gold Chain Military, Gold Chain Music, Dart Unit. You already know.
That's what's up. So let's get started. Let's get rolling with this. What was the first track we just heard right now?
Yo, that was Have Mercy. Off the forthcoming album, dropping August 18th, called The Bad Guy. Entirely produced by Yoga Flame Kane out of Salt Lake City, Utah.
Nice, out of Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah, yo, music is crazy, right? That shit is everywhere, yo.
How'd you guys link up?
My niece live out there, yo.
Okay.
Yeah, with my little nephews and shit, and you know, I go out there every once in a while and shit. You know what I mean? My grandmother is buried out there, so I go out there every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just linked with him one day. He had did a track with Huss Kingpin. Shout out.
Oh, hell yeah.
And, you know, after that, I heard that. I was like, yo, this shit fire. Then he reached out, and I was like, yeah, for sure, let's do it. And then I heard his beats, yo, and his beats are fucking crazy. So I was just like, yo, we got to do this. You know what I mean? Like, that's me, though, yo.
Yeah.
I like discovering new talent, and I like just shining on and giving other people shine, you know, and shining on their shit. You know what I mean?
Nice. As you should. I mean, shit, as an artist, you're only as good as a production that comes out on what you're flowing on, so.
Yeah, we all need each other. Producers,
exactly.
DJs, MCs, they all need, every element about hip-hop needs each other. You know what I mean? That's what makes our culture.
Exactly. How did you get involved in this industry, brother?
Man, I don't even know, to be honest with you. Like, shit, I just be rapping, yo, like, straight up and down, yo. I just be really rapping. And, you know, people just started to gravitate towards me around, like, 2015.
Word.
And I just been consistent, I guess, you know what I mean? Consistency pays off.
Very consistent, because you're dropping multiple albums a year. How do you stay that consistent?
Just write raps, man. I mean, there's 365 days out of a year. I can knock out, 2-3 songs in a day. I only write sporadically. So it's not every day. People think like, dang, you must sit around and just write raps. I'm like, nah, yo, I be living. Like, watch my IG videos. You know what I mean? I be living. So it's just, when I do it, I do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I do it in a vast abundance. So it just, once I learned how to grasp it, you know what I mean, and how to put things together and put albums together and understand what music was and how to make this shit art, is when people started to be like, they started to look for me. You know what I mean? Like, it took mad trial and error, yo.
That's what I was gonna ask you right now. How many albums until you?
A lot, yo. If you listen to my early shit, it's not as polished as the new shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just the process of being an artist. I don't think I was as good of a rapper as I am now. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just part of consistently doing it, constantly improving. You know what I mean? Because if you do something enough, you get your 10,000 hours in.
That's true.
Like, you're gonna start to flourish. You know what I mean? Like, you might flourish in your own way, but you're gonna start to flourish. You know what I mean? Because you have a general concept of what's going on, and you understand. Once you have understanding, you can move forward.
So how'd you get the name?
I mean, Supreme Cerebral is a reflection of me. You know what I'm saying? Having knowledge of self. And being the ultimate mind. That's why I have an album called The Ultimate Mind.
Oh, nice.
That's basically what Supreme Cerebral means. You know what I mean? That's the definition. Supreme is the ultimate. Mind is the cerebral. You know what I mean? So my name derives from the older God who gave me my name. I used to go by mad different names.
Are you serious?
Like
what?
I went by the Wizard for a while.
The Wizard?
Yeah, and then I was going by like Wizard.
Oh, okay.
I was so enamored in Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little play off of RZA.
Yeah, niggas was like, nah, you can't do that. I was like, okay, I can't do it. Once I thought I could do it. Then once motherfuckers was like, it sound like you biting. I'm like, oh man, I'm just a fan. You know what I'm saying? So, but man. Bugsy Nino is just my alias. That's a street name, really.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's like what hood niggas call me, like around my way.
Yeah.
Like,
where you from?
And then I'm from Santana, you know what I mean? Tustin, Santa area. That's where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? But I was born on the east and shit. But I've lived in Santa Ana since I was a little boy.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So I'm from out there. You know what I mean? And
whereabouts from the East Coast?
Brooklyn. Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yeah,
yeah. That's what's up. You feel like a lot of that Brooklyn hip hop is reflected in the music you're making, or you have a lot of that West Coast in you?
Yeah, both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely influenced, obviously, by the pioneers of this shit, who obviously come from New York.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, like, nah, I don't sound East Coast. I sound hip hop.
Yeah.
I sound like a hip hop kid, yo. And where's hip hop originated? The Bronx.
That's right.
So if I sound like that, then thank you. You know what I mean? I did my homework.
Yeah, you pay homage.
You know what I'm saying? Paying homage, yeah. And that's the type of shit I'm on. Like, I ain't on no fucking, and no offense at all to any West Coast artist, but I'm just not on that gangster shit.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty boy, you know what I mean? I'm a buff, tall nigga, you know what I mean? With green eyes. Like, I'm a pretty nigga, wear polo all day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I swing it with the best of them. But,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not into that, you know what I mean? I love those beats though. Like, I could rap my ass off on those West Coast beats.
Yeah.
Like those West Coast gangster beats, I love those motherfucking beats.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I was even thinking about doing like some freestyle shit to that type of shit.
Really?
Just to get attention, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just don't want people, because you know the underground is weird. They'd be like, oh, why you doing this now? Yo, Supreme changed, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I feel you.
like,
but the thing is that a lot of times too, as an artist, you have to experiment with your style or experiment with your music, because at the end of the day, you're an artist. You should be allowed to paint your picture, you know?
Right, and I do all kind of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have a specific sound that I think my fans are looking for, and I'm cognizant of that, you know what I mean? So I just pay attention to, you know, what my fan base is, what they're looking for, you know what I mean? And then I try to just do that. But the shit that I make, yo, I'll be honest with you, this is the shit I like making.
Yeah.
Like the loop shit, like the crazy boom bap shit, like the up-tempo hard boom bap shit with the scratches in the hook. Like, I love that shit, yo.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing more nostalgic than that, you know what I mean? And that shit just give you that feel, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking for, you know what I mean? I'm just looking for that feel.
That's
you know
what's
what I mean?
up. What were some of your influences growing up, man? in the industry?
Everybody.
Really?
Like everybody, bro. I'm a fan of everybody. Like I'm a fan of a lot of people you wouldn't probably expect me to be a fan of.
Like who?
All kind of people, yo. I used to like D4L
Really?
from Atlanta. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shorty Low on them.
Yeah.
I used to like that shit, yo. I like T.I. I like Gucci Mane.
Uh-huh.
I love Gucci Mane. I think Gucci Mane is ill.
Yeah. I never got into him, but yeah, that's dope.
I love Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
Like I get shit from them. Like see people like they missing out because they not listening to all the music. Like I get ideas from them. You know what I mean? Like hook ideas.
Yeah.
Because they do shit differently. You know what I mean? That shit is just ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of that shit is dope. You know what I mean? It's just people can't relate. Like a dude from the Bronx, it's hard for him to relate to an Atlanta cat. You know what I mean? Because that's just two different worlds. You know what I mean? But some of them do. You know what I mean? And now you look at New York music, like they got that whole drill shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but that's why I like, the cats that brought it back. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta always have this element of hip hop, this underground element of hip hop. Like, you have to have that.
I think a lot of it is too. It's just in the rawest form. It's still pure. When you do it right, it's still pure.
Yeah, and people can tell and they feed off that.
Yeah.
Cause you got a lot of people that's looking for that.
Yeah, right here. We're looking for that all the time.
You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, a lot of cats can rhyme on those type of beats. You know what I mean? And it could be cool, but they don't do it right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of dudes that get love that don't really do it right. You know what I'm saying? But there's cats out there that really, really do it right. And I think it's special when you hear those guys.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And you could tell the difference. Like when you hear ill-conscious rap, you could tell the difference.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you can.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you automatically know. You're like, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to compete with that shit and
Yeah.
Planet Asia and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
So you said Gold Chain Music. Are you affiliated or what's
yeah.
talk about that.
I've been down with Gold Chain since, the old members was in Gold Chain.
Yeah. How did that come about?
You know what I mean? I've been fucking with PA for like 13 years, 14 years.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah. My man used to DJ for him way back in the day.
Uh-huh.
My man OD used to DJ for him, and that's how I met him. He didn't even know I rapped at first. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like, cause I don't really go around acting like I rap.
Yeah.
That's real. If you see me and you don't know that I rap, you would never know that I rap.
Well, like you said, you wear polo, you got green eyes, you're that talking.
Yeah, I don't look like a rap dude though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Look like a pretty boy and shit. So,
Yeah.
like, nah, they can't. But once you hear me rap, then the motherfuckers is like, damn, like,
Oh, hell yeah.
what the fuck? You know what I mean? But I've been doing this shit forever, so it's like, you know what I mean? This shit just comes natural.
So how did the talk come about when you met with Planet Asia to be on the label?
You know what? There was no talk, yo. Like,
Really?
we did some records. I remember the first record I ever did with him, my man Rhino. Shout out to my man Rhino. He paid for that shit.
Really?
Yeah, because he was like, why don't you just ask him? He'll probably do it for free. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because he didn't know that I rapped. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, then fucking, he paid for it. We did the song. And then he was like, yo, why didn't you tell me you rapped? And then I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, y'all did that shit for free. And I was like, see? And then he was like, I told you. And I'm like, yeah, but I would rather do it like the organic way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll throw some money in your pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I was worthy enough to be rapping with him back then.
Really? Why is that?
Because he's a legend. Like,
Yeah.
I was a nobody. I didn't even act like I rapped. So what gives me the goal to think that he would just rap for free? You know what I mean? For me.
Damn, you know what, man? I gotta say that's a very honest answer you gave, because usually cats are like, I'm the motherfucking shit. Why wouldn't he be on the track with me? Why should I have to pay him? And the fact that you're fucking humble enough to be like,
I was good.
Yeah.
I was good, but was I the shit? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. See, that's a misconception, and a lot of dudes. It's rap, so you don't want to admit your faults. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even in the hip hop culture, the egos in it are just so super crazy.
Yeah, but everybody grows. Nobody's making the same music they was making in 2016.
I agree 100% with that.
You know what I'm saying? So
100% with that.
It's all relative. You know what I mean?
So talking about your music, man, I mean, we were talking before the interview, and just the amount of albums you're pushing out, man. How does the consistency stay in there for you?
Just like I said, just spontaneously working on shit.
Yeah.
I get a lot of beat, submissions. A lot. I get a lot of fucking beat submissions. So I just go through them. I get high sometimes in my house and just
just write.
I just throw on beats.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
And then I just see what I like. You know what I mean? And then I'll listen to it sober the next morning to make sure that I wasn't tripping. And a lot of times I'm like, that shit was whack. What the fuck was I doing? So I do that. That's a process that I go through. And then once I have the beats, then I just go in. You know what I mean? Then I just start writing. Yeah, that's how that Buddha Monk shit happened. And, you know, Clipto, who I did obviously this with, you know what I mean? The loop too.
And you're pressing records too. That's one thing I definitely gotta give you props on, man.
I'm not pressing shit. Shout out to Copenhagen Crates in Copenhagen, Denmark. My man Martin, yo, like
big up to Copenhagen, Denmark for pressing albums of Cerebral, man. 'Cause that is dope. That is dope.
And everybody else who they press, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shout out to all my albums except these two that are sold out.
Oh shit.
So you can go on Bandcamp right now and get both of these.
Nice.
A lot of features. These are like compilations that me and Clipto do with just nothing but loops.
Yeah.
All loops with a bunch of crazy MCs from the underground on there.
Nice.
On both records, mad different dudes. Yeah, man, just working. You know what I mean? Like it's really not hard to rap, but some people don't know how to put things together.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like to make an album and to make it vinyl worthy and to where motherfuckers want to buy this shit and purchase it for $50, it has to be put together correctly. You know what I mean? You have to understand the art, and it takes a long time to do that. And don't get me wrong, there's some people that just, it's natural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Action Bronson just, you know, he just blew up. It was just natural. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people, it's just natural. They haven't been doing it that long, and it just comes out and it's just natural. Sometimes it takes work, yo.
Is it natural for you now?
It's always been natural for me.
Okay.
I just never took it serious. So I'll be honest with you. Like it took a lot for me to be like, yo, I'll give up the street and the money in the street and the shit I'm doing. You know what I mean? The shit that can get me arrested. The shit I'm doing to be like, I can make money off music. I didn't think I was gonna make $40,000 in a year off music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or no shit like that. You know what I mean? And I look at my low collection and my shoes and everything, and I'm like, damn, that's where all that money went. You know what I mean?
But in a way, that's a blessing too, because I mean, shit, you have that because of your gift of music.
Yeah, and like I said, bro, like I'm not out here like I'm the greatest ever or whatever. I know I'm nice, but I'm not the greatest songwriter or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But just the fact that people, you know, can feel my shit, you know what I mean? And it's just shit that I spit is just me telling stories of how I grew up and what it is, you know what I mean? And how I feel, you know what I mean? I'm not fabricating nothing. I ain't talking about driving Ferraris and all this crazy shit. I do a lot of Clark Wallaby talk, you know what I mean? Because me and my man Kush, Clark Connoisseurs, shout out my man Elo Kush. You know what I mean? I just do me. Like, if you listen to my music, you know what you're going to get out of my music. You might be surprised every once in a while. I might have some singers on my songs or, you know, different shit. But majority of the time, you know what you're going to get. You know what I mean? You're going to get hardcore shit. Yo, I'm talking street shit, you know what I mean? Talking about what I used to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
speaking of which, we're going to get into another track right here.
Word.
Well, let me get you to introduce it and talk about this No Games. Talk about that.
Oh, shit. Yeah, this is featuring, who is this featuring? Napoleon the Legend. Shout out Napoleon the Legend. And my man Alphabetic. Yeah.
That's the thing that worries me, man. You can't be fair out here, man. You have to play by their rules. If you don't, then you lost out.
Yeah. King on his throne, coke rocky like Sly Stallone, fly cologne, fragrance gallivanting through my pheromones. Voice baritone, she moan when I tear a hole. Welcome to the terror dome, death when the metal blow. I'm a sick breed, palm the fifth and make a snitch bleed. Bitch, please, they'll find your body in Poughkeepsie. Your bullet size of chickpeas, my bullet size of mint leaves. Don't tip me. It's like the 8 trays versus the 60s, a massacre. The white fishy like albacore, my fashion raw, Polo Ralph ambassador, match it all. Check the track record, I've added on. Ferragamo, Salvador, Man of War from Zanzibar, peep the catalog. Classic after classic, Jurassic craftsman, autographic flow from Madagascar, it's mastered. You bastards get your face plastered on the dashboard for acting up. Your plus degrees wasn't adding up. We don't play no games, get locked, don't say no names, or the AR bang. We don't play no games. Nah. We don't play no games. We don't play no games. Get locked, don't say no names. Or the AR bang. We don't play no games. We don't play no games.
Hey yo, I take aim and spit shit. Those that oppose become foes, or just another name on the hit list. To be more specific, these flying ballistics just be traveling through the air like a discus. Look, I could turn a brick into triplets. Neck looking like I placed first in the Olympics. And I stay high as Mount Olympus. Back to fly, mommy running game on some pimp shit. King shit, dripped in ice and gold. Wearing a priceless robe, smoking on a leaf that be nicely rolled. Nights are cold, counting all this money from the items sold. And treat guns like stocks, I just buy and hold. This new shit to me is kinda old. It's all by control. Once I write the scroll, I enlighten souls. Listen, we don't play those games or say those names. We just let the AR bang, pow.
We don't play no games. Get locked, don't say no names. Or the AR bang. We don't play no games. We don't play no games. We don't play no games. Get locked, don't say no names. Or the AR bang. We don't play no games. We don't play no games.
Paul. Anthony Edwards make a poster out ya. Sniper shots from miles away, shoot an oyster out ya. Imagine a figment of pyramids from Cairo with hieroglyphics. Predict my written's going viral. I travel rhythmics like the Euro step, catching Euro checks. I'm also Interpol beyond from where the bureau checks. This the purest yet, purple cassette, Mercosette, and dip with a foreign chick wearing Perka sweats. Perfected the art, a cursive for paper. Circulate the wager like a percolator. My face mask the perpetrator. As a coincidence, they pull my jersey from the rafters, begging for the master to go in again. My level way past the ball, like a lawyer when he passed the ball. I don't pass the ball just like in basketball. Like Iverson and Jordan, I'm a selfish scorer. Won't shed a tear when you're gone, like a dead informer.
We don't play no games. Get locked, don't say no names. Or the AR bang. We don't play no games. We don't play no games. We don't play no games. Get locked, don't say no names. Or the AR bang. We don't play no games. We don't play no games.
We don't play no games right here. www.diggindaily.com. Supreme Cerebral, live in studio, playing some unreleased music exclusive for that ass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right here.
First ever heard it.
Right here on This Is The Way Radio. Man, that hard.
Yeah, both them joints, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
How do you, I mean, shit, sitting there listening to music, how do you know, like, what direction you're going to take it once you hear the actual instrumental?
It kind of comes to you. You know what I mean? Like, that type of shit just kind of comes to you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for me, it does. Like, I rarely write, like, real concept, shit. But with certain albums, like Soul Train, with D-Mar, I like was real calculated with what I wrote.
Yeah.
The Loop 2 right here, this album right here, I was very calculated with the shit that I wrote. And then this album, The Bad Guy, I was extremely calculated with the shit that I wrote because his beats were so different.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this shit sound like some Sid Rome's or some Havoc or like some Alchemist, you know what I mean? Like some wild old 90s shit, like maybe early 2000s, you feel me?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I just felt like that it was the right thing to do, you know what I mean? And we got the vinyl deal through Copenhagen. So it's only going to be released vinyl and CD. There's no digital for this album.
Oh, shit.
Because I just want it for the cult fans. Like, I did that with The Ultimate Mind as well, that album. I just made it for the cult fans. You know what I mean? And I do that every once in a while because there's a lot of fair weather listeners. You know what I mean? Like, people that just want to go on YouTube to listen to your music. They don't want to support you.
Man, I got to give you props on that, man.
So, I do special shit for people that actually really want to support me.
That's what's up.
Because I believe that that's my target audience. You know what I mean? Like, people that just gradually listen to your shit, you know what I mean? Be like, oh, he's dope.
Well, I mean, shit, at the end of the day, you're giving back to your fans.
Right,
you know
and I do that a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I sign shit if they ask, and fucking, I'm not like, if they buy something from me, that shit comes right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no homo, but that shit goes right away, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, yo, I just try to make sure that I'm on top of the business because that's really the hardest part. Rhyming is fucking easy.
Yeah.
Making music is the fun part. Everything that comes after that is business and it's fucking hard when your vinyl doesn't sell out right away. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, is it gonna sell out? You know, I stress myself out on stupid shit like that because, you know, I just want the best. You know what I mean? I just want to do the best. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the best. I just want to do the best for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I want to, you know, just prove to myself that, you know, what you're doing is the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And
have you proved that to yourself?
Yes and no. You know what I mean? I'll be honest.
In what regards?
Like,
why yes and why no?
Yes, because if I look at it, I've accomplished a lot. You know what I mean? No, because I don't think I'm as far as I should be.
And how far do you think you should be?
Like the next tier up.
Word up.
You know
But
I
I
mean?
think you're almost there.
Yeah. I think a lot of people keep telling me that, but I've been hearing that for a couple years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of haters. Like a lot of people hate me because I don't dick ride and I don't.
But that's not necessarily a bad thing. There shouldn't be politics in good music.
Right.
There shouldn't.
There shouldn't be, but in this underground shit, there's a lot of politics.
Oh, hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Especially me being from the West Coast and me being a light-skinned dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a pretty light-skinned dude.
Nah,
like,
you know what? It's because you're pretty, homie.
yeah, they don't like that shit.
Us ugly motherfuckers hate pretty fools, dog.
For real, then they want to squab and all that, you know. No, I'm just joking. But, just, you know, like, I think people have a misconception of me, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they just see what they see. They don't really know me, and then a lot of people when they get to know me, they're like, "Oh, he's super cool." You know what I mean?
But I think on a business tip, you have to be a certain way because who's gonna look out better for you than yourself?
Right, and I do everything by myself.
Yeah.
So if you've ever bought something from me, that package was, I went and bought the packaging. I put that shit in myself. You know what I mean? I do everything. I don't have any middleman, you know what I mean? I might have a female help me with some shit as far as packaging and shit like that, but writing something or something. But that's it, yo. Like, I don't have no help.
Yeah.
There's nobody managing my shit. When I look at how much I made, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I mean? And then I pay taxes on PayPal. I pay taxes on all that shit because I make too much money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So, you know, and I ain't trying to have the IRS come after me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
A lot of motherfuckers are stupid. They don't sign that W-2 and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck it, I get it over with.
Yeah,
Like,
but I mean, shit. I mean,
it's a business at the end of the day.
But if you want to go next tier, don't you think that that's kind of the essence of who you are is gonna kind of lose itself?
Yeah, I think, you know, that me going up is gonna involve me getting a manager.
Yeah.
And that type of shit. That's like the next level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But do you think at that level you're gonna lose a little bit of who you are right now?
No,
honestly speaking?
No. To be honest, yo, like,
Yeah.
I mean, cause I'm already up in life. Like, I'm not hurting in life.
Yeah.
At all. Like, so, you know, I wear new shit every day. I got a nice spot. Like, you know, I got cars. Like, I'm straight. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm not tripping on none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think that it would affect me. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I was a popular kid in high school. I wasn't like one of these dorky ass motherfuckers who now they're getting popular and they don't know how to, you know, control themselves.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'll be straight. Yo, if I got Eminem famous, I would come do this show.
Hell yeah.
On my mama, yo. And if I ever do get big like that, I'm on camera staring at the camera, telling you right now.
Nah, I believe you.
I would still come do shit like this.
I believe you.
Because this is the foundation that helped me get to where I would eventually be.
Hell yeah.
So, and I'm never too big for no shit like that. You know what I mean? I might come up in a different whip.
Yeah.
I might come up with some diamonds on my chains. You know what I mean? But I be the same motherfucker talking the same shit, smoking the same tree, drinking the same liquor. You know what I mean? Like, that shit not gonna change me, bro. Like, I don't think any of that shit will change. I think it changes people that weren't ready for it. You know what I mean? Like, they were probably dorks their whole life. You know?
I think you nailed it right there, homeboy.
If you
nailed it.
Yeah, because if you become like unpersonable because you got a little bit of status, that just shows what kind of dork ass motherfucker you are. Like, you was never nobody. You know what I mean? Like, now you got a little status. You think your shit don't stink. You think you better than everybody. Like, that's just a cold sign of a fucking corny motherfucker.
And you know what? I hate to say it, but there's a lot of those motherfuckers in our culture.
Majority, I'd say 85%. You know what I mean? So you rarely meet cool ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But I'll always be me. You know what I mean? And I think that trips people out sometimes because they expect me to be a certain way because of the way my music is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They expect me to be like this standoffish, you know, hardcore, I want to shoot you motherfucker. Like, I'll shoot you, yes.
Yeah.
Like, I have the blick on me, but I mean, no, bro, that's not what I'm about, yo. I'm a righteous brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm God born, so, you know, I don't preach that. I preach positivity. You know what I mean? I preach, you know what I mean, righteousness, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why, like, if you listen to my music, there's a lot of negativity in it. It's counterbalanced by, you know, some real knowledge of self, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some very deep jewels, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I try to balance that yin and yang, you know what I mean? You need duality in life.
Yes, you do.
So I try to do that with my music as much as possible. But I also just like rapping, like on some Wu-Tang shit, like, you know what I mean? I haven't lost the art of Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? Like, I'll always do shit like that. Like, I'll always just go in there and put like 5 MCs on a song and just go in.
Yeah.
You know, we all talking about crazy different things, but we all just going in.
Let me ask you this: of all the artists you've worked with, who's definitely in your top 5 artists that you like would be like, let's do another song, let's do another song, let's do another song?
Probably my man Ill Conscious.
Word.
I love doing music with Ill Conscious. I love doing music with Huss. I love doing music with Smooth, Planet Asia, the whole Winners, you know what I mean? All Gold Chain. I love doing music with the Dart Unit, you know, Ralphie Reese.
Yeah.
Vinny Vendetta. My man Alphabetic and Oda Great, you know what I mean? Shout out them, you know what I mean? There's just a lot of people that you hear constantly on all my albums.
Yeah.
That's because my rapport with them is outside of music.
Word.
If I have a rapport with you outside of music, like you my friend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we go eat, we go chop it up, mac bitches and have fun, like go to the club and do grimy shit together, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, hell yeah.
if you my mans, like it's different. Like, you know, I rock with you, you know, 100,000, you know what I mean? No matter what. So, and there's a lot of cats like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of dudes who I don't really know me, so there's like weird animosity and weirdness, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just part of being a rapper, right? You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I think that's part of just any industry you're in.
Right. So, you know, a lot of dudes don't know me either. You know, I haven't met a lot of people, you know what I mean? So, you know, once you meet people, it's different, you know what I mean? Once you're face to face with somebody, you look them in the eyes, you can tell what they really about, you know what I mean? But I'm not here for no, you know, I'm not trying to be no tough guy, yo. I'm bigger than most people. So, like, me being a tough guy, I just look like a bully.
Bully, yeah, I was going to say.
So,
don't be a bully,
yeah,
homie.
Yeah, don't be a bully. And I don't like bullies, so I'm not really with that, you know what I mean? So I kind of try to back off from that. Because I was, you know, a little aggressive, you know, earlier in my days, you know what I mean? Just kind of being a little bit more gregarious than I really needed to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, I'm a grown ass man, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be 40 in a couple years, so things are different now, you know what I mean? Like, I look at life differently. My father passed last year. So
my condolences.
Yeah, thank you, Lord. You know, but, you know, shit changes, you know? You grow up, you know what I mean? You start to think, like, you start watching people and being like, damn, do I act like that? Like, I don't want to look like that. That looks corny.
Yeah, but then, and then at the same time too, like you say, you got conscious of self. So within that, you know, there's, like you said, the duality comes in.
Right,
So
and I always think like, yeah, you know what I mean. You gotta do the, you know, you gotta do the knowledge, you know, you do the wisdom and have the understanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of try to go through that, you know, in my mind before I react. You know what I mean? Nowadays, like I'm way more calculated with what I react to.
Yeah.
Like some girl on Facebook, I put, I've done 16 features this year, because I have, which is a lot, you know what I mean, for it only being halfway through the year.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a little bit over halfway through the year. And she went in on me, like, you suck, you not as good as, she named all these rappers, right? And half of them I got records with, so it was kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
And there was people being like, oh, I can't wait for Supreme to say his rebuttal. And like, you know, people were waiting for me to respond.
Yeah.
And once I read all that and I sat there, because my first instinct is to go in, you know what I mean? Like, let me look at your page and then just go in on anything that I see. You know what I mean? Just make fun of you.
Yeah.
But that's how I know I'm maturing. I just looked at it and I looked at her and I was like, low life ass bitch. I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I just deleted it and blocked her. You know what I mean? And then nobody said nothing. They was just like, damn. Some people were like, yo, what happened with that? I was like, nothing. And
you know what?
Like,
some people get a joy out of trying
that's
to make
what
somebody
I learned,
else
like,
miserable.
Misery loves company.
Yeah, exactly. So why
fucking feed that? You know what I mean? Like, why am I gonna feed into that? And that's just me growing up, yo. Like, I won't engage with you on social media.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Like, I don't care what you say. You can call me a pussy. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna remember you. If I ever fucking see you, it's on. But I'm just gonna block you. You know what I mean? Like block. I don't care what nothing that's said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now I've learned that that's the easiest thing to do, and then you don't let that energy into your energy.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because that negativity will fucking drown you. You know what I mean? And it's looking to drown you.
And it's contagious.
Oh,
it's negative. Then
it's looking to drown you. Like that water's looking to drown you. You know what I'm saying? It's like a hard current.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you getting sucked into the fucking, getting sucked into the ocean and shit.
Yeah.
Rip current. You know what I mean? Like, shit wild, yo. You can't feed into it though. That's what I'm learning. Yeah. You know what I mean? And as soon as I learned that, everything's been more copacetic. You know what I mean? Because then I don't let that energy into me. Because once you let that shit into you, you stuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you're going to dwell on it. Then you're going to want to do a rebuttal. You know what I mean? Then you're going to want to say something. You know, and then you've engaged into the negativity.
Yeah.
And then that fucking negative ball just keeps growing.
Then it goes into your music.
It just
then
sucks.
it goes into your performance, and then that's
trash.
when everyone's like, "Man, Bugsy Nino's a dick."
Yeah, it's just trash, bro. You don't want to do that. Like, you just want to be you. I just want to be me, bro. Like, all my moms, bro. Like, I just want to be me. I don't want to be nothing else. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
I'm not trying to be aggressive, and I'm past all that, yo. Like, listen to my music, yo. Like, shit is on some
Speaking
other
of your
shit.
music, how many albums deep are you, brother?
I think somebody actually calculated it on Twitter. It's like 28.
28 albums. When did your first album drop?
2009.
2009. We're in 2022.
2009. I didn't take this shit serious till 2016.
So we'll say 2016, 16 to 24. That's what, like 8 years, something like that?
But I dropped shit like sporadically, like my Bugsy Nino series and a couple of other mixtapes, like while I was rhyming on other beats and shit. I dropped a bunch of shit. YFRR, your favorite rapper's rapper. I dropped a bunch of mixtape shit.
Yeah.
In between that time, but when I dropped Master Builders with Clipto is when the underground started to pay attention.
Yeah, that was a dope ass album. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that
was a dope ass motherfucking album.
That's when people were like, "Oh shit, who's this?" You know what I mean? Me and Clip. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Clipto.
I don't know how I got that album. Like, I heard it, and I had never heard of you before. And I'm not trying to sound like a fucking fanboy, but when I heard that album, I started looking into you, and then that's when I was like, all right, I gotta start following this cat. This motherfucker's doing some heat. He's dropping some fucking gems.
Thank you, bro. I just, like I said, I just be rapping. So I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm not trying to do music for nobody. I'm not trying to be nobody. Like, literally, fam, like when I write music, it's just because I love doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I love rapping. Like, it's fun. You know what I mean? And when you get like, outcomes like these albums, you know what I mean? Like, is when you start to be like, wow, like this shit is really coming together. You know what I mean? I just wish I could get more shows, but
Well, I mean, shit. You should be able to. It looks like everything's opening back up. You gotta play politics, homeboy. You gotta start rubbing elbows with those promoters, man. And
yeah, see, a lot of the promoters, I know them. See, a lot of the promoters out here, I know them.
Yeah.
And if any of them are watching, you know why you don't like me. So, like, I don't really trip on it, but, once I started asking for money is when the shows just completely stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was like, I'm not finna do this shit. Yo, I sell records internationally.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck? I'm not finna pay you to play and shit like this. There's a lot of corny shit that goes on in LA County, Orange County, San Diego County.
Yeah.
Inland Empire. You know what I mean? There's a lot of corny ass dudes that are running this shit. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And
100%.
I don't want to say that so they never book me or whatever. They can say whatever they want. They can have conversations with me. I'll tell them exactly why I don't like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why didn't you book me for this? Look at the artists that are on this. Why ain't I on this? You know what I mean? If you ever been to my live show, you know I could put on a show. You know what I mean? Like, I could rap. You know what I mean? So why are you not booking me? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of questions I would like to ask them. You know what I mean? And then, I know most of the answers they're going to give me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's politics, bro. Like, why would I put you on and pay you when I could do this dude and this dude, they gonna pay me? Like, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it.
But see,
but I think like
that it gets kind of fucking watered down. My personal opinion is that it gets watered down when you got cats paying you to be on the bill. 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, they're fucking garbage. I'm sorry. That's just a reality of the hip hop industry. Everything I've seen since I've been involved in this industry.
I got 200K plays on Spotify last year. I made over $40,000 independently last year just putting out music. I'm not on the Hop Fest. I'm not on Back to the Basics. I'm not on none of these festivals that are out here. All right, cool. Cool.
You should have put some of that money to grease up a promoter's pocket, homie.
Right. Should I do that, or should I just keep doing what I'm doing? Right?
Keep doing what you're doing, homie. Honestly, man, as a fan, I would rather you do you.
Yeah.
Than,
Exactly. Why do I?
And no disrespect to anyone that played those events.
Not at all.
Because there
Not
were
at
some
all.
headliners on that
Not
event.
At all. And I'm not trying to diss those events at all. Don't get me twisted.
I know that there are some acts that were below the
I'm
headliners.
just asking, why am I not on the bill?
Yeah,
right?
I feel you.
You feel me? Like, I didn't say that shit is whack. Fuck them niggas. I just said, why am I not on the bill? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you give me the answer to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm doing? Like, I'm making moves. I'm doing records with big motherfuckers that have been around forever. You know what I mean? Like, legends. You know what I mean? Like, but whatever. You know what I mean? Shout out to Planet Asia. You know what I mean? Like, he let me come on his little tour and do my thing. You know what I mean?
Nice.
You know, like.
How'd you like that? How'd you like touring?
I only did like 2 dates. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't. I'm not gonna go do all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you, like, I like doing big shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like doing crowds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like doing big ass crowds. You know what I mean? I like those smaller venues that are packed out. You know what I mean? But I like doing big crowds.
Yeah.
Like shout out Underground Hip Hop Blog. You know what I mean? They put me on that Killer Army show last year. You know
That's what's up.
Or earlier this year, whatever it was. Yeah, like I get occasional love, you know what I mean, from certain people. They'll be like, oh, I thought you on this shit, you know what I mean, da-da-da-da-da. But they don't do it enough, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't got no beef with nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, all them festivals, you know what I mean? Like,
you're trying to put it out there because you gotta have balance, homie. You gotta have balance.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just making a point. Why and then what are they gonna say? They gotta answer it, right? Like,
exactly.
I'll tell you why I didn't put them on there. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. That's why you didn't put me on bet. Now I have a better understanding. You know what I mean? But without the understanding, I have nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. The last 2 tracks we heard were off of the unreleased album, the Bad Guy album. I know you mentioned it, but talk a little bit more about that album.
I believe it's like 12 to 14 songs, something like that.
Yeah.
Not a lot of features. The one song that you just heard, I got my man Midas the Beast on there from Orlando. Shout out to Midas. And DJ TMB from Europe. He did all the cuts on the album. So
nice.
Shout out him. He killed that shit.
How'd you link up with him?
I've been doing shit with him for years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, years. He a legend out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just glad he fucks with me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we've been rocking together since like 2016.
Nice.
I used to pay him. Now he does it for free.
Nice.
Yeah, break him off a little bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, I used to have to pay him. But you see, once you get on, you start doing big things, people start fucking with you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, it's entirely produced by Yoga Flame Kane. Shout out my man Yoga Flame Kane. And it drops August 18th, man. And I'm proud of this album. The cover art is done by Billy Bonks, and it's hand drawn. Once you see the cover, he drew me as a supervillain.
Oh, sick! Oh yeah!
It is an incredible cover. Probably my top 3 covers. And my man Banish did the back cover, and it's wild, yo. The front cover is just, it's me, like, you know, drawn as a supervillain, like comic book style.
Yeah.
It's done by my man Billy Bonks, an incredible artist who did the Ultimate Mind also. So if you know my catalog, then you know how he draws.
Why the bad guy? Why you call it the bad guy?
Because I'm the bad guy. Like, in the underground scene, I'm the bad guy. Like, people ain't rocking with me. I'm the bad guy, yo. I'm the super villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, of course, I'm not getting booked for shows. You know what I mean? You the bad guy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? No wonder they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was just appropriate. Because that's how I feel. You know what I mean? I feel like the bad guy. You know what I mean? I feel like the super villain. I feel like everybody's scared. You know what I mean?
You know what the biggest thing about people being scared or intimidated is usually 9 times out of 10 they're intimidated by someone, or they're scared of someone because they're better than they are.
Oh yeah, and a lot of
that imitation, that has to come from, you know, shit.
A lot of people have told me that, and I'm not the best rapper, but I'm better than a lot of motherfuckers that's getting praised.
And I will give you 100% credit on that. I will agree.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Yeah, It's a weird game, yo. It's weird. But you know, you learn how to you know, move through this shit, you know, accordingly, and you know, you find your little niche and then you just run with it. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I've done. You know what I mean? And I'm just glad this shit is working, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad my music is, you know, and I've had people like, you know, like there was a dude from, I don't even know where he's from, but he rated this album like, he gave that shit like a star, yo. He rated
Really?
it. Yeah, he rated it real low, right? But I didn't hate him for it. I was just like, okay, and he was like, you should pick better beats. And, you know what I mean? And then I have people that are like, yo, that album with Diggs is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So everything's all subjective. You know what I mean? And you're going to have people that rock with you. You're going to have people that not rock with you. That same dude told me you should only rap on D-Mar beats because you and D-Mar make the best music. And I was like, I'm not just going to rap on one person's beat.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, it was a weird bias that he gave me. And then I seen a picture of him because my man was like, oh, he was talking shit. Yo, I got a real life picture of this dude.
Yeah.
And he showed me the picture of him and I was just like, and this guy told me verbatim, this is the true fucking story. This guy told me, I have the ear of DJ Premier when it comes to music. This guy fucking said that in my DM, yo.
Yeah.
So, and then I seen a picture of him and he looked like literally like somebody's like lesbian auntie. Like it's good. Yeah, I still have the picture.
But he got the ear of DJ Premier, homie.
Yeah, exactly right. And he was, you know,
he got the hair of a Karen, but the ear of Premier.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, so like you see, like it be those dudes, you know, the guys that don't show their picture on their avatar, don't have pictures of them on the internet. You know what I mean? Like it be those guys that talk the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because of course you could talk that shit. Like you hiding behind the keyboard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't really care that people think that shit sucks, or if anybody thinks anything sucks that I've done. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
To each his own, right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that if they played me some of their music, or if they played me the music they like, I'd be like, this shit's fucking trash. So, you know, like that shit never bothers me. You know what I mean? You and if you're not getting hated on, bro, like you not doing it right.
Exactly.
Like if somebody doesn't hate you for you just doing you, you are not doing it right. That means you suck. And you should just stop. If nobody's hating on you. If everybody's like, oh, this is dope. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you just got yes men all around you. You just got friends around you.
Yeah.
Like, go let somebody random listen to your music. You know what I mean? If they're like, this shit's fucking trash. You know what I mean?
We're going to get into another track right here, man. Pardon Me. Talk about that. Introduce that.
Yo, yeah, this is the first single we dropped for the album that's coming out. This is DJ TMB did the cuts, and this is one of my favorite songs off the album.
My name is on the map like that. In the motherfucking ass. This high level of artistry's a part of me. My name is on the map like that. In the motherfucking ass. Bored by my so-called peers, you'll have to pardon me.
So controller, gun toter, bipolar soldier. Kick over your baby stroller, bitch, I thought I told you. Face poker rolled on my shoulders for this exposure. Ghetto composer, sick as melanoma when I wrote this. The scope focused, the coke dust, potent unnoticed. Swarm like locusts on opponents with the right components. The thieves know us, the D's show up, we leave your throat cut. Street poet, your heart's yogurt, you don't know us. The upper echelon, impressive when the pressure's on. Bless the dawn in sessions where the lessons last extra long. Don't need a vest at all, the tech will wreck your legs and arms. Who's the impression of a legend like Pharaoh Monch? Low life Ralphie Kid, all about the biz. Latin women gallivanting in my fancy crib. It's just the life I live, Pyrex and baking soda. Uncut coca to Minnesota and both Dakotas.
Yeah, my name is on the map like that. In the motherfucking ass. This high level of artistry's a part of me. My name is on the map like that. In the motherfucking ass. Bored by my so-called peers, you'll have to pardon me.
We never slow up, the game's fishy like dirty chocha. Don't vulture cultures, you posers remain unfocused. Wrote this opus with the lowest forms of rodents who protest bogus. Unwrote shit through psychosis, elite shogun. Mastering styles of insects, 300 bench press. Bullets rip through your little princess. Squeeze triggers with the index, sick as incest. Getting money big enough to cop twin jets. We never fold up, only exotics when we roll up. Champagne soaked us, diamond ice cold cups. Signs thrown up, guns busting, souls float up. You don't know much, keep hush or get choked up. It's street science, and you don't wanna see the heat firing and meat flying off your bones slow while you keep dying. See, I am Messiah, but still fire iron. Or might beat you to death with a tire iron.
Yeah, my name is on the map like that. In the motherfucking ass.
This high level of artistry's a part of me.
My name is on the map like that. In the motherfucking ass.
Bored by my so-called peers, you'll have to pardon me.
My name is on the map like that. In the motherfucking ass.
This high level of artistry's a part of
You were tuned into the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggindelly.com. This is The Way Radio. Supreme Cerebral. Damn, another fucking classic right here, homeboy.
Yeah, that was good. I like
Another
that.
classic.
One of
One
my
more
favorites.
time. Production and DJ. Who's on that?
Yoga Flame Kane produced that. He produced those 3 songs that you heard. And my man DJ TMB. I mean, from London, shit.
So, dropping so many albums consecutively and so long, how do you distinguish yourself per album, bro? Or I know you said that the writing comes easy, but working with different producers, there has to be something that you're doing differently on every album. How do you distinguish that?
Just the production.
Yeah.
It kind of drives the albums. Each album, the production drives it. When I do shit individually, like this is with Dirt Diggs only, and these 2 are with Clipto only. So when we do shit like that, it's I mean, the beats, it's a formula, you know what I mean? Like I know what Diggs beats sound like, so I'm gonna rap a certain way on those. The way Diggs makes beats ain't the same way that Clipto makes beats. Clipto's a loop heavy producer, so on his beats, I'm obviously gonna be more emotional. There's a lot of soul records, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna bring out different concepts, different thoughts. And with everything else I've done, when I did the album with Recognize Real, the Gold Chain Warrior, his beats are just so different than a lot of people's beats. So that kind of drives the album, you know what I mean? And I think the beats that I pick kind of drive the album, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
I like to pick a lot of the same tempos, around the same tempos, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, it's an art in itself, putting an album together, getting it in the correct order, making it cohesive, making it fluid, you know what I mean? Making it flow, making it sound good is a process, yo.
Yeah.
And if you're not good at that, your albums could be lacking. So you could have a lot of good songs, but if you don't put them together correctly and that shit doesn't flow correctly, it might not get the response that you thought it would, you know what I mean? I've had that happen to me before, you know what I mean? Where I was like, I should have did that differently. But like, that's trial and error, you know what I mean? I'm doing everything by myself. A lot of people have managers and a lot of people have people around them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That are like, oh, you should put that there, you should do this, you should do that. I have me, you know what I mean? And females, that's it. So it's, it's just me. I'm not feeding off a lot of people. When I do features and shit is when I get to feed off other people.
Yeah.
Obviously. But a lot of the times when I do features and I want people featured on my shit, I send my verse to them.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not asking them to just rap over a beat and send it to me and then I rap after them. I'm actually rap it first, you know what I mean? So they have an opportunity to be better than me.
Yeah.
On majority of the cases when I have features.
That's pretty fucking
so
dope.
So if I'm holding my own, if you think I'm holding my own, then just think about that. I'm not getting inspired by them. I am getting inspired by them once I hear their raps, right? Because I'm like, damn, this motherfucker went in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what I do. I'm not scared to do that. You know what I mean? A lot of people are scared to do that. They want
that says a lot about your character, huh?
Yeah, and I get a lot of shit where it's just a beat. You know what I mean? When I do features, it's just a beat. They're like, I'm gonna feed off what Supreme does. So I like sending my shit off first. You know what I mean? I don't do it every time, but I do it majority of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when we did the 2 Loop albums, that was me 100%. So I'm the one that got all the features. I'm the one that put these motherfuckers together.
Yeah.
I did all this shit, you know what I mean? And it's a fucking process, dog. Having 2 rappers on every song,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have, I think 12 and 11 songs, and there's 2 rappers on every song, besides me. I'm on every single track, but there's 2 other rappers on every single song. I don't think people really realize how hard that is.
That's a lot of coordination, man.
That shit is hard to get these motherfuckers to rap for free, number one.
Yeah.
And to get these motherfuckers to be like, oh, this is cool, I'll do this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that and then once you get it done, okay, here it is, and then you gotta like hound them to get. All right, record the verse.
yeah,
Send it through.
No,
Engineer it.
see, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I'll ask you once. You gonna send it through?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Unless it's something that I really want, like. That's the only time I'm ever like sending more than one message. Like, yo, can you shoot that through?
Yeah.
Or if I need it urgently, and that happens sometimes where you need it urgently. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, with me, like I get shit back fast. You know what I mean? I love doing features. I love when people ask me to be on their records. You know what I mean? Like, there's no better feeling than that. You know
What's the best way someone can get a hold of you if they want to get you if they want you on their track?
You can just hit me on social media at Bugsy Nino, BUGZYNINO. You can hit me, just DM me. Like I read everything.
Yeah, you know what? I'll be honest with you, everyone that's tuned in right now. If you are looking, he will respond. He doesn't keep you on red. He'll tell you straight out yes. And it was, when I hit you up, I was like, man, I hope he responds. And like literally within like a minute or 2 minutes, you hit me right back. What day? What time?
I mean, my phone gives me a notification. I look at it. You know what I mean? Like, So I always respond. I mean, I might not respond to what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't hit me like my beats will sound good with you. You know, and you're a nobody, and you're not talking any money. You're not talking. I
got the ear of DJ Premier. You need to be on my track.
Like for me to really like you and want to do music with you as a producer, and you have no name, you have to be exceptional.
Word.
And that's happened plenty of times with me. You know what I mean? Like when I did Soul Glow with Free Mind. You know what I mean? Like his beats were so incredible. I was like, I gotta do this shit with him. You know, but
that was a dope picture art too for the Soul Glow.
Yeah.
That was dope. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I did that art. But yeah. So like, I love doing music with undiscovered people.
Yeah.
People that nobody's heard of. Cause like I'm an underdog. You know what I mean? So like, I want to make music with the underdogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I like motherfuckers that are hungry. A lot of these dudes. Got their little notoriety, so they too cool now, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's dudes that I used to rock with and have mad songs with that won't even send me a beat. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So,
well, a lot of times too, what is it? The underdog will give you their best shit because that's their best shit.
Yeah,
you know,
and with Yoga Flame, like I was in his house, like listening to some of these beats, and I was just like, I need that.
Yeah.
Give me that right now. Send it to my email. Give me that. I need that shit right now. And I was coming up with like concepts in his house. He was blowing trees, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was coming up with concepts to the songs, writing them down. And then just like, yo, next beat. And then fucking, you know, we went through mad beats, yo.
Yeah.
But I love the beats. Like the 3 songs that you heard, good songs, you know what I mean? So
great. I mean, shit. I would put them in the great songs. I liked all 3 of them, homeboy.
Appreciate you, man.
Like I said, though, I am a fan of yours, so
right.
I'm being a little bit biased.
Right. But those songs is nice. Without a doubt, those songs is nice. Like I said, like, you know, just big music like that. That last song, right? Pardon Me.
Yeah.
That's like some, you know. Like,
well, for me, the whole thing about that last track, Pardon Me, you included the DJ, you had production, the way you guys just came in and hit it, like.
Yeah. And that sounds like an old 90s song.
Yeah.
Like, straight up and down, that shit sounds like an old 90s song. Like,
I was like,
I love that shit. Like,
yeah.
You know, and that's what I'm looking for. And he provided it. You know, he gave me the canvas. I just threw paint all over it.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And his canvas was beautiful. You know what I mean? Like before I even threw the paint on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was already art. So, yeah, man, it's like I said, that shit drives you. Like their production can drive you. And like I don't know him from a hole in the wall, right? Like I didn't know him from a hole in the wall. Like
once I gave him an opportunity to rock
right, and
with
then
you.
once I got to meet him, and I'm like, he a cool cat, you know, he funny, you know what I mean? Like he a little sheltered, you know what I mean? But he from out there, you know what I'm saying? Like so, like I get it, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
But he a cool motherfucker, right? And then I was like, all right, cool, he got a good vibe too, you know what I mean? Like I could rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to ask him where the hood was and shit like that. He was like, I don't know, bro. I live over here. So I was like, word.
He's like, what do you mean the hood, sir?
Nah, he not goofy or nothing like that. But yeah, you know, he's a little sheltered. I mean, it's different out there. But they got Crips out there. They got like Tongan Crips and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like Samoan Crips. Like, yeah, it be active out there. I didn't even know, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit was different when my little nephew told me that. He was like, nah, it's active. He was like, them motherfuckers shoot you.
Yeah.
I was like, they do drive-bys out here? He's like, they do drive-bys. I was like, the fuck is this, 1990? I was like, this shit crazy. But yeah, just he a cool dude, you know what I mean? So once I found out he was a good person, he wasn't no creepo internet dude, you know what I mean? I was like, bet, you know what I mean? The album's gonna do good, you know what I mean? And then we just went from there, you know what I mean? And yeah, this album just came together. I've had this album, no lie, I've had this album for a minute.
Really?
Yeah, I've had this album for a minute. I just finished the one that's coming out later this year in November, the Lost Cedar Sanjata. I just finished that and submitted it to Copenhagen for vinyl.
Nice. Talk about that album real quick because the last track we're going to hear is actually an exclusive off that album.
Yeah. Produced by my man Rob De Niro and shit. Yeah, that album is dark. But there's a lot of hip hop joints on there. Like, when you hear it, like, you'll understand it. And I named it the Lost Cedar Sanjata because, you know, I'm a king, you know what I mean? And Sanjata,
talk about the album because before the interview, you said something I thought was really dope that correlated with the album. Why the Lost Seed of Sanjara, if I'm saying it right?
Yeah, Sanjata. Sanjata was the first emperor of the Mali Empire. He was the originator. So Mansa Musa and all the kings came from that empire, you know what I mean, that he built. So I just called it the Lost Seed, like nobody knew about me. You know what I mean? I'm a king just like them. You know, I'm one of the richest kings ever. You know what I mean? And I'm rich in thought. You know what I mean? So it's metaphorical. You know what I mean? Like everything I do is metaphorical. You know what I mean? Like with every album, you can ask me about any album cover, and I can tell you what the metaphor of the album is. You know what I mean? Like this shit right here. You know what I mean? This shit's called Dirty Cerebral. We just put our names together, Dirt Diggs and Supreme Cerebral. And my man Squat Deadface did this art. So yeah.
What's the symbolism behind that?
The symbolism, look, so it's Dirty Cerebral. The alien with the double brain is sucking his brain out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So the symbolism is, you know, that's a dirty cerebral. You know what I mean? Like he's doing that nigga dirty. You know, he's sucking his fucking brains out. You know what I mean? So so when you hear that album too, like you're like, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? Like this shit is crazy. The beats on there is crazy. Everything about that shit is crazy. And the vinyl itself is slime green. So everything correlates. Yeah. You know what I mean? We make sure everything correlates. This one is like brown and orange. This one's like a cream color and a brown. Just you know, everything coordinates, man. Yeah. Everything has to make sense and has to be official. You know what I mean? Like, can't just call something and then have your art be something totally different. Yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of these dudes have like weird European statues and their shit's called like gritty side of the street, you know? You're like, what the fuck does
dirty South Assassin.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? Or like some weird European angels and like, you know, weird shit. It'd be a lot of black dudes, you know, who claim knowledge of self. They got a lot of European shit on there. Yeah. And I'm calling you out. You're not doing it right. Have more African symbolism on your album covers. I have a bunch of African symbolism on my album covers. Word. You know what I mean? Me being Puerto Rican and black, so yeah, man, like, you know, I just, you know, if you have knowledge of self, you understand it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
That's what's up. Before we dip out of this interview, shoot out all that contact info for them to get a hold of you, where they can find the music, where they can find the YouTube videos at, all that great shit, homie.
If you do any kind of like search musically, it is Supreme Cerebral. That's Supreme. I hope you know how to spell that. You know the clothing line. Cerebral is CEREBRAL. Any social media is Bugsy Nino, at Bugsy Nino is BUGZYNINO. The Bandcamp, where you can get all the music. I have physical copies. I have some vinyl available. Most vinyl is sold out. If you go to Copenhagen Crates, cphcrates.com, a lot of my shit is sold out, but these are not sold out. So you can go there and get these now. These are the two albums that are Clipto produced. The Loop 1 and the Loop 2. You can go get those. Those are at cphcrates.com. If you want to buy something directly from me, you can go to bugzynino17.bandcamp.com and you can get anything you want. I got a lot of CDs. Not a lot because a lot of shit sold out, but anything that I do have, I ship within 1 to 2 days. And that shit goes, you'll get it within three days, man. So if you want to buy anything off me, my shit's kind of expensive.
Yeah, but you're supporting a dope artist, so it's all right.
These could be up to $50. CDs could be up to $25. But we price our shit that high because it's art. You know what I mean? And you don't ask Pablo Picasso why the fuck his paintings go for that much. You don't ask Vincent Van Gogh why his fucking paintings are that much. You don't ask Basquiat why his paintings are that much. You don't ask any artist why they do what they do. You just either support it or you don't.
That's what's up.
And my shit is worth it. You know what I mean? So if you want to get physical copies from me, go to bugzynino17.bandcamp.com and yeah, man, fuck with me, yo.
And then one more time before we dip out, promote the album August 18th and the album coming out in November.
August 18th, The Bad Guy, fully produced by Yoga Flame Kane, features Alphabetic, my man Napoleon the Legend, Midas the Beast. I believe that is it. And yes, and then I got another album, The Lost Cedar Sanjata, coming out in November. The Bad Guy will be vinyl and CD only. You will not be able to get that digitally. It will not be bootlegged by any of these YouTube guys. The Lost Cedar Sanjata, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I think that's gonna be on all platforms and that's gonna be open. And then I have I got an album with the Beat Junkies coming out next year.
Woo!
Yeah, shout out Repmatic, D Styles, and Babu. They all gave me beats. I got that shit coming out, and I got an album with Vinyl Villain that's been done, and I'm gonna drop that in January, and that's called the Emperor's Deity. Ooh. And that album cover is fucking insane. The next 3 albums that you get from me, the album covers are insane, and I don't say that being biased. And I don't say that modestly either. I say that with, full thrive, like ill shit. You'll be like, damn, this is ill.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm just gonna continue to do that, continue to push this art, you know what I mean? Yeah, shout out Buddha Monk. I did an album earlier. You can go get that. You know what I'm saying? My album with Buddha Monk that we did earlier this year. I put out 2 albums already. I put out the Loop 2, which is this joint. And then the album with Buddha Monk. And I will be in Japan in January, February next year.
Nice.
Touring with Buddha Monk.
Nice.
So that should be dope. And then me and Ill Conscious gonna do some shit in Europe either the end of this year or next year.
Word up. Oh, yeah.
He just came back from Europe. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a tour, Supreme Cerebral Ill Conscious tour. And yeah, you can catch me overseas. I'll be overseas soon. Definitely within the next year. I'll be doing a lot of overseas shit. Cause they book me and they pay me. Shout out to them. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
They believe in you.
Hell
so
yeah.
And it's different out there. The cultures are different out there. So it's definitely not everybody's a rapper.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about doing shit out here or in New York or anything like that. Like everybody's a rapper.
Everything's saturated.
So you're doing shows in front of nothing but rappers. That's why the shows don't be lit.
Yeah.
If you go to shows, you ever notice that? Like it don't really be lit because everybody's in competition. Everybody's a cool guy, stands in the back, doesn't say shit, doesn't put their hands up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it be, especially in LA. Like, you know how that is.
Oversaturated here in LA, homie.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? And it's just motherfuckers are just mad dogging you, you know what I mean? Like, it's wild, but you learn to navigate through all that shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's an oversaturation of rappers.
Hell
so
yeah.
I like to go out and do shit. Paz One once told me, he was like, Preem, yeah, fucking, I go to like these small ass towns in, Minnesota and shit, Ohio, and she's like, these motherfuckers will go crazy for your music. You know what I mean? He's like, they're not gonna love you at home. And I was like, you right, dog. You fucking right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's weird how that happens. You know what I mean? it's kind of, some people do get the love though, so it's not everybody. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah,
people,
you're gonna supersede all that shit, homeboy. I see nothing but good shit in your future, homeboy.
I appreciate you, man.
And I want to say thank you very much for coming through, dropping the gems you dropped. All unreleased tracks played on this show today. And speaking of unreleased tracks, before we close out, I want you to give all your shout outs and I want you to introduce the last track, Money and Power.
Yo. Shout out Gold Chain Music. Shout out the Dart Unit. Shout out Ill Conscious and the team. Alphabetic, Go to Gray. Everybody I fuck with. You already know Jamil, Honesty, Squeegee-O, all my people. You know what I mean? This last track is what? Money and the Power. And this is produced by Rob De Niro. Shout out Rob De Niro out in AZ. That's my man, yo. He did a lot of tracks on Loose Change. I just dropped the vinyl for Loose Change. There's still copies available, Copenhagen crates. But yeah, man, Money and the Power, produced by Rob De Niro. Supreme Cerebral, Bugsy Nino, you know what it is.
Hey, you think I was put in this earth to make them rich and me poor?
I want the money and the power, fuck the fame.
We're going back.
Like some real in your face, those monsters.
I want the money and the
I'm not lying. Make them sit back with my drug
Yeah. Pint of lean in the Stanley Cup, nose candy in the caddy truck. I'll gladly bust. Leave your family bleeding while your daddy run. Uncanny guns, 240 Bravo with the hollow slugs. Follow up, Heckler and Koch, MB7A1s. Sluts need a plug in the clubs. Don't let your tongue run. Slums do stick-ups for fun. Imagine drugs and funds. Bloods flood recruiting cubs to hustle for crumbs. Get your bell rung by thugs younger than your son. Dish the rock like Pistol Pete. People listen when the pistols speak. The issue deep, we stay up all night like we crystal tweak. Waiting on your next move, extendo stretch fools out like yoga class. Beating raps like a Mamba King Cobra Clash. Fold the ass like a lawn chair, whole drip Montclair. Bitches start screaming when the dawn's near. Peruvian necktie guys on standby. Not a thing I can't buy. You the best, that's a damn lie. I want the money and the power, fuck the fame. Fuck the fame. Yeah, I want the money and the power, fuck the fame, fuck the fame, yeah, I want the money and the power, fuck the fame, fuck the fame, yeah, I want the money and the power, fuck the fame, fuck the fame. Yeah. Mask like a luchador, the crucibles in Lucifer. Zaza Gabor, beautiful whore, I loosen up. Praised in Jerusalem, luminous executioner. Intrusion of illusions that ruin from here to Jupiter. I stoop enough to act petty. Deadly with the Mac ready. Wally color Blackberry. Black Chevy pack heavy gats once the pack's ready. Ask Eddie how I lay him flat on that grass prairie. Raspberry Clarks with the lemonade. Renegade, hater sours, lemon cake. Burning lemon haze and linen and snake. Yemen babes massaging the physical. Fermented moonshine rhyme, the lines biblical. Hieroglyphical, cryptical messages I impose. Toes walk on petals of a rose. Bruce Leroy glowing flows. Ralph Lauren clothes. My wardrobe trippy like wet twat. Fuck your next drop. Your show's got more cock than a sex shop. Only the devil rejects God. I want the money and the power. Fuck the fame. Fuck the fame. Yeah. I want the money and the power, fuck the fame, fuck the fame, yeah. I want the money and the power, fuck the fame, fuck the fame, yeah. I want the money and the power, fuck the fame, yeah.